Good morning. Guess what? There's some people at church today. We're slowly starting to reopen and it's so exciting. This box represents coronavirus. In March, we were all one happy bunch. Everybody was great. And all of a sudden, coronavirus came and we had to separate ourselves from everything else. We were separated from church. Coronavirus pulled us from church. Coronavirus pulled us from school. Coronavirus pulled us away from some of our family members. Coronavirus pulled us away from a lot of our friends. So many things. Coronavirus came in between. But slowly, we're starting to be able to have a little bit of togetherness. In small stages, people are doing what they're supposed to do, and so we're giving a little. One thing that's always constant, even when we were away from our church and away from our friends and away from our school, God was always right there with us. Even if we tried to push him away sometimes, he stays with us tight all the time. And that's something that keep in mind as we go through the coming weeks of things getting a little bit more and more open, we hope. People are following directions. God does not separate from us. Now, it's time to...
Tell me something good.
These are Dottie's beautiful flowers, and here is a message from Grundy.
These are my 4 grand chickens. The blonde is Nadine. The one with mostly the white head is Margaret. And the other 2 are Audrey and Diane. Nadine is my favorite. She has some special needs, but she's definitely my favorite. Margaret is definitely top as far as on the pecking order. She kind of controls things and keeps everybody else in line. Audrey and Diane, they just kind of go along with the flow, so to speak. But one thing during this pandemic that I have so enjoyed is just being outside and seeing Mother Nature and all of God's creation, seeing all of God's creatures, or a lot of God's creatures on a regular basis. We have chipmunks, squirrels, raccoons. We have the old, everybody's favorite, groundhogs. We have bunny rabbits. We have our foxes that come through the yard. Of course, we have deer everywhere. And then we've got our birds, hummingbirds that come regularly to our feeder that we can sit and watch. All our other kinds of birds that come to the feeder and keep us entertained. And then we have our friendly osprey that lives in a tree beside us and circles overhead on a fairly regular basis, and we can listen and hear her as she gives out her call. But even during the pandemic, it has had no effect at all on nature and its creatures. They go about life as usual, and just being able to be outside and see God's creation is just one of those good things that I've truly appreciated over the past few months.
And good.
I get to hang out with these teenagers finally live in person. Woo!
Tell me something good.
So you want me to tell you something good? Okay, so a few days ago I got to ride the zip line at my Aunt Heb's house. The first time I did it, I was scared half to death, but I liked it.
Tell me something good.
send your videos to centersgoodstuff@gmail.com. I look forward to having them.